welcome back to a brand new Roblox situation video. Now in this video, we're going to be talking about some of the more agitated responses to some of the latest updates. It's added to the platform, though they may have already been taken down by the time when you see this video, but I'm still going to make it. So like, subscribe, turn on all notifications, and leave a comment down below. Now, let's get to it. Okay, so as a bit of a tradition on this channel, let's do another quick recap. Starting with the schlep situation that started all of this. The schlep, if you're not familiar with the schlep situation, well, let's just say that it was basically when a young YouTuber named Schlep was exposed to explicit content while playing Roblox by a Roblox creator. And his girlfriend experienced the same thing, and that really ticked him off. So, and I really don't blame him. I mean, it ticks me off just knowing this crap, bro. But yeah, and then there comes the threat of being sued and his account termination from Roblox, which you can watch my previous videos from this series after this one. But yeah, and then the enforcement ban, people abusing the Roblox AI moderation, all that. But let's discuss some of the more knowledgeable events and possibly upcoming ones. So, y'all know the Roblox blackout, which is basically a massive protest against the Roblox platform. Basically just all players deserting it. Even some of the big-time Roblox content creators are joining in by pulling their games off the platform. Which I can't blame them. If that was happening, I would join the protest too and pull my game off Roblox. But yeah, but that didn't really last long. Probably lasted like 24 hours, sort of like the Great Meme Reset. But getting off topic there. But yeah, some of the more irritating updates that Roblox has dropped was basically the friggin' chat filter replacement. Meaning, if you type something in like, I hate you, it'll say, I love you. I don't know why. Or if you type in, that game sucks, it'll change it to, that game is awesome. Like, I mean, at that point, Roblox is just basically talking for us. Like, all creators, which mind blown, and why in the living hell would they do that? I mean, I know a lot of y'all would agree with me about that. And then as for like, and sure, I've already talked about the removal of static in classic faces, which are basically the OG 2D versions of the faces being replaced by dynamic, which is like, just as it implies, your face, basically the eyes of your character blink. I would rather have a static face than deal with constantly looking for a dynamic face that I want for free. But now, let's talk about the removal of classic in 2D clothing from the marketplace. Because I believe on like March 20th, but it's getting close, or something like that, the 2D and classic clothing will be removed from the marketplace. At least it's not going to be like the static and classic face situation, where the classic and static faces will be removed from a player's inventory, or the halfway or completely invisible head situation, because the invisible heads have been removed, and even the halfway invisible heads, which I don't think I've seen a halfway invisible head, but I have seen a lot of headless people. But yeah, so, and guess what? If you don't get the classic in 2D clothing before the expiry date, or, well, not expiry, but removal date, we're going to be stuck with 3D clothing, which, in my opinion, sure, looks good on some avatars, but most, like, the standard, like, all other Roblox characters, that would not, emphasis from my experience, mostly on like the male R16 models. Those don't look good. Just, I mean, like the 2D and classic clothing, they look just fine on all classic Roblox characters, but 3D clothing, that, I know a lot of you will agree with me here, but the 3D clothing on a character that looks better with 2D clothing, based on my experience, 3D clothing does not look good on 2D clothing style Roblox characters, because I'm sure, like, with me, when it comes to like to my when I played Roblox and it came to my bot avatar, 3D clothing was my best bet. But like all other characters, it's 2D clothing. I'm sure. Done a few customizations and you will look drippy as hell. In a good way. But like 2D, like 3D clothing on a 2D clothing style avatar, that's a big fat no. So, and I feel like the next future situation might be, oh, but that's all like the bad updates that was dropped. But I'm sure y'all have watched other YouTubers that do like Roblox situation and analysis. But yeah. Basically, Roblox has dropped a few good updates. Mostly like 2 or 3. So they're bringing back the classic badges, and I'm pretty sure that they've already removed the AI verification, and also they're changing these 2 different words on the platform, because you know how Roblox would used to say friends and then got changed to connections. Well, they might possibly be changing that back to friends. You know how Roblox, like, games were called games and then changed to experiences? Well, they might be changing the word experiences back to games. But it might already be too late, because a lot of Roblox players are still mad with these bad updates. Especially the removal of classic and static faces, just completely wiped. The removal of invisible heads, which honestly, I've never owned an invisible head on Roblox from my time of playing Roblox, but they look cool. And yeah, it's chaotic with these bad updates that Roblox keeps dropping, because it's like for every good update, they drop like 3 bad ones. It's all within one go. So, but yeah, back with like the chat situation, we're basically just losing our freedom of speech there. Like, I mean, sure, it's understandable. You don't want people exposing themselves or being exposed to stuff, and yeah, it's understandable. But taking away our freedom of speech, no, that is just that is just wrong. And removing to the 2D and classic clothing, why in the hell would Roblox do that? But that'll be the end of this Roblox situation video, guys. Peace out.